Well, hello. Welcome to what we believe to be episode number 97 of Kramer and Jess Uncensored. And I say that because I didn't check it, and I have to trust Hassan blindly. And Jess, you know how I am on trust.
Yeah.
Doesn't come easy.
You
100% sure
you
feel
give it
good?
away more than I do.
That's true. Even if Jess saw it, she'd be like, I don't know if I can trust her or not. You feel confident it's episode 97. How confident?
100%.
Did you check it or you just know off the top
I
of your head?
checked it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I checked it.
I still only kind of believe you.
Yeah. Till I see it with my own two eyes. We trust no one.
I'm going to say, how long did it take you to trust Jess? Still don't trust her. Good to know.
Still trust her, yeah. We're still, no, I don't think, did I ever not trust you?
No, you've always trusted me.
I don't know. Jess and I just have this like brother-sister instant
It's mainly
bond.
me.
Yeah.
Oh.
it's
You're
her.
the problem.
Hi. And she's the problem is her.
Yeah, it's mainly
She
me.
trusts
No one.
and that's the problem. Hello, Erica. Welcome to the show. We do the show live on YouTube as well. If you want to go watch it, it's around 11 a.m. on Wednesdays, but you can always listen right here on your favorite podcast player. We thought we'd start the show today with some actual uncensored Kramer and Jess, because that is the title of this podcast. Some of you guys come over from the radio show, and there's been a couple of things this week that actually it was just today, just in Wednesday's show alone. We just couldn't put on the radio, and we're like, holy hell.
Which was fun, actually. I really enjoyed that.
So let's go to the first topic, which is we do a segment called Kid Jokes. In case you don't listen, it's a very simplistic bit.
Super cute. Kids just call in and tell us their jokes, then we solve them, and it's awesome. And typically they're, they're very tamed. Usually kids are calling from like 5 to 11, and every once in a while, we'll get a teen in there that tries to fuck shit up.
I swear to God, once they get pubic hair, it's over. Like,
stop!
Like,
Don't say that.
when they get body hair, yes, that's what I mean.
God.
When they get body hair, it's like they can just go south. Right. So,
and they want to say some dumb shit.
Yeah. But wouldn't you though? Think about when you were like 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. They're like, wait, I have a number that I can call specifically to fuck with them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And leave a voicemail. I don't have to call and talk to them. They can just call and leave us a voicemail. That's another thing about kid jokes is they can call us whenever they want.
Tell me you literally wouldn't have done the exact same thing. So here's one that we got today that we did not air, but we'll see if you can solve this one. Okay. Here's a.
My name is Jocelyn. I'm from Baltimore, and I'm 14. And my joke is, do you like pudding?
Do you like pudding?
What I love, though, is you can hear her smiling because she knows I'm about to say some dumb shit right now.
Oh, yeah.
No, like,
I can hear it.
When she said I'm from Baltimore, I'm like, oh, no.
Here she goes. She got the accent and everything.
Do you like pudding?
It sounds honestly,
personally, not really.
Sounds like it could be a very friendly joke. Like what could the answer have been?
I'm thinking it maybe be holiday themed because pudding is typically a holiday dessert. I'm thinking maybe she's going to kick off our holiday season of kid jokes. That's what I thought.
Figgy pudding, you're thinking.
Figgy pudding.
Bring me some figgy pudding.
Right.
Bring me some fig. No, that's not where she went. Here we go.
Put me in your mouth. Boo, I got them going. Boo.
Putting these nuts in your mouth? I mean, putting these.
Put me in your mouth. Boo, I got them going. Boo.
What the fuck, dude?
Tell me you wouldn't have done it, though.
Yeah, no.
Tell me you wouldn't have done the exact same thing.
I respect it. It's fine.
All right. Here's another call we didn't air today.
This time we were talking about we're so fucked up.
No, I love this topic. This is great.
We brought up the topic of has your sibling ever tried to hit on your significant other and to see if people would actually call in with their real life stories. And unfortunately, we got so many calls about people being in this situation.
I was genuinely concerned if the topic was going to flop.
Because we came up with this like a minute before we were about to go on.
We were literally like, we want to do a call-in topic because we haven't had a lot of like call-in topics this week. And we saw this on Reddit, which was basically this woman was like, am I the a-hole because my sister is hitting on my brother and I don't know.
My sister's hitting on my husband.
On my husband, sorry. My sister's hitting on my husband and I don't know if I need to intervene or like what to do. So we just asked the question, anybody listening right now whose siblings have hit on their partner? And this one
This was a shit show.
This is Susan from Baltimore. Yeah, this is Susan from Baltimore. Listen. Susan from Baltimore, say it ain't so.
Oh, it's insane.
What happened?
I married into like just a crazy family. His oldest brother, like, cheats on his wife all the time, and she's super insecure, so she stays with him anyway. So we do not talk to them. We are low to no contact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the in-laws and my brother-in-law and his wife and daughter all went to Georgia for a family wedding. And they were staying with the oldest brother. And they all got liquored up one night, and something happened. Nobody's exactly sure what. So sister-in-law that cheated starts sexting oldest brother on the way home from Georgia when everybody's in the car together.
Hang on. Tell me, okay, the cast. I need to get the cast of characters straight here.
Yeah.
These
so
people.
There's oldest brother.
Well, how are these people related to you?
I'm married to one of the brothers.
So this is your husband's oldest brother, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Is sexting who?
Is sexting the oldest brother that she cheated with.
Oh my God.
Okay. Oldest brother's wife sees phone.
Oh my God.
Sends screenshots to father-in-law. Who then shows sex to youngest brother who is driving, and chaos in the vehicle ensues.
Oh.
The oldest brother's story is he was passed out drunk, and when he woke up, sister-in-law was fondling his goods.
No. Why is this happening?
No.
Why is this happening?
Sister-in-law's sex involved the words big, meaty.
No.
I don't want it, Susan.
Okay.
I don't want it.
Right? I'm not even going to say it.
We'll stop it there.
Yeah.
Listen, we got hot back on the radio. Yeah, we ran out of time. We had to go live again.
There's no way we could have put that on air today. Absolutely not.
I think I'm still kind of confused with the cast of characters.
Okay, so her husband's oldest brother hooked up with one of his brother's wives. So his sister-in-law,
okay,
right?
Sister-in-law.
And his story is he passed out drunk, woke up, and she basically was like on his dick. And so,
wow.
Yeah. And so when his wife, the woman he is married to, found this information out, screenshotted the sexting that was going on between the brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and she sends it to her father-in-law, his dad, and is like, look what the fuck your son is doing.
And they're all in the car?
They're all and what I love about this is I'm able to follow along because this is my family's fucking crazy.
This is your family calling
and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. So, and what's so funny is that she sends the text to dad, and then dad shows little brother that's driving. So, they're two in the front seat, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and they're fucking driving, looking in the back seat.
on a road trip. What?
Shout out Susan though for calling, where she's like, you know what the fuck? I need to tell Kramer and Justin about this bullshit.
Dude, I think we're finally at a point with Baltimore where we can do this shit.
Yeah.
And it took us a while.
Which is awesome.
But I think that we're finally at a point where we can do ratchet ass shit.
Yeah.
And like people will participate. I think sometimes we even play it safe when we don't really need to anymore. I think in our heads we're like, oh my gosh, people are gonna freak out. But
that was cool.
That was entertaining. It's very entertaining. Okay, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to share with you a text message that I got from an ex. And like by ex, I mean, you know me.
One of the people he hung out with that thought was his girlfriend, but wasn't. He told her only behind closed doors, but in public, he wouldn't say nothing. One of those.
Wasn't no Instagram officialness going on.
No.
So,
no.
Yeah. So,
behind closed doors.
Good God.
We take that ex lightly.
We had, let's just say that we dated for like 4 or 5 months. Okay. It was fine, but like it wasn't good enough to be a relationship, right? Like I just didn't think it was going to go anywhere from there. We broke up.
No,
Did we break up?
No.
I mean, we like stopped
talking
like that, but no, never stops talking.
No,
never actually stops
like,
contact altogether.
Honestly, it honestly wasn't that serious. Like she didn't even live in the same city. She didn't even live in San Diego. So like I just saw her maybe once or twice a month. It was nothing.
Oh, so literally 4 dates. The 4 times.
Let's just say we hung out 10 times or less. Anyway, stayed cool, no issues until I got this one text message it was actually on Friday afternoon from her. And I don't know with what she told me. Is this sus? Is she being sus? or is she just being nice? I think there's a very fine line because now she has a new boyfriend. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, like why?
I don't know if you should be saying this to me or not.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. First, let's get serious. And Jess and I had to try to figure out the layout of the show because we're going to get a little serious and then we're going to get back to like,
Yeah, sorry.
Goofy Kramer drama. What's happening?
I'm having some health issues right now. And it's just like the biggest thing going on in my life. So it feels kind of like inauthentic to talk about anything else because I'm dealing with this in real time.
It's kind of in the forefront of your brain constantly. Yeah.
And I'm going to freak out because I haven't talked about this yet.
Yeah, you're already getting emotional.
Yeah. So, okay. So I've been having a lot of issues with my period. And my period has always been, and I'm sorry if this makes you feel uncomfortable. I don't feel uncomfortable talking about my period. So I'm going to be very honest and blunt with you. My period has always been very weird. It's always been kind of like irregular. So me having like kind of like some issues isn't that alarming. However, it got really weird after I got my booster. And I actually broke out in a rash on the side of my body that I had to get stuff for. And then all of a sudden, like my actual period got very, very painful. And like, you have cramps and it sucks, but it's never been painful to the point where like I like couldn't move, or I would have this like this really, really sharp pain that would like, I would feel like from my vagina, like going all the way up in my body to where one time I was driving and I had to pull over because I couldn't drive. And that's never, ever happened to me before.
When did you get your booster?
Like
a year ago?
When didn't we get our boosters this year? Right?
I don't think so.
I think so.
I mean, I just got my most recent one, but I think it had been about a year.
I feel like we got our booster this year. And so you would get your second booster, right?
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think the
at
boosters
least
came out.
No.
I don't know when you got yours.
No, I got it before we went to Hawaii, and I was freaking out because I was like, fuck, like I'm gonna be in Hawaii and I'm gonna have this weird fucking rash on the side of my body. And like, I remember that. Okay. So since then, like little by little, it was getting like worse and worse and worse as far as pain. And then it got to the point where like during like my period, it was extremely heavy. And then it was to the point where like I basically was like, bleeding like all month for like a long time. And sometimes when I get really stressed out, that'll happen. Like that's happened before. If I'm like very stressed, that's like normal for me to like be like basically like spotting all month. But it's never happened to the point where like, oh, it's just every once in a while. Like it's been happening like for so long. And I think and I know like that's not good. Obviously, like it's not good for you literally to be like spotting or bleeding like all the time, and I know that. And I think like a part of me was just like a little nervous to see like what was going on, because obviously I'm assuming the worst and I don't know like how that would affect me.
So this has been going on, let's just say, for 6-7 months
at least, like progressively getting worse. Because at first a little like I'm like, oh, I must be stressed out, because sometimes that's like it's been normal for me, like something's going on, like whatever. And then, oh, like it hurts more, but not that bad. And maybe it's just because of this. Like it's, like there's always so much shit going on where I think like, I feel like women can be like, oh, it must be this. Oh, it must be this. Until you're like, wait, this is really bad. This has been going on for a long time. Like, what the fuck? And I'm also the kind of person that like waits till the last minute. Like, like I'm like, oh, I need to go to the doctor now. I'm like, let me deal with it first. Let me see.
I can't relate to that. Literally, I'd have one period and be like, I'm bleeding.
Right. So it takes me like forever. And then I had to get seen this week. And so
wait, did you specifically make this appointment for this issue, or did you just have like your
I had to get my pap smear already, which fucking is the worst thing on the planet already. And then I had to talk to her about what was going on.
Yeah.
And what was cool is that she actually was I actually saw her when like the rash broke out. So like her and I had discussed like, I'm not sure if this is a result of the booster, like I'm not sure, whatever. And so when I went to my gynecologist, she told me, and I've seen like articles and I've been reading up on it, that like the booster has affected like some women and their periods and all that kind of stuff, which I assume like if it was going to happen to anyone, probably me, since my shit's already been fucked up.
I have another friend that got one, and it wasn't as bad. It just threw off her cycle. Like she went like basically she skipped a month after her booster. And then I don't even know if it got better or not, but anyway.
So basically I'm telling her, and she's like, okay, so we need to get blood work done because there's a lot of things that this could be, or maybe it's just like it's almost like once it starts and it got messed up and you're also taking birth control, like your hormones can just be like all over the place. But she was also explaining to me, it's like there's a chance where I could be like, it's like hyperthyroidism or something, like a certain hormone. If it's like too much, it can be bad. If it's too little, it could be bad. And then she's like, but we also need to do an ultrasound, which I'm going to do tomorrow, to make sure that there's like, I don't have anything as far as like abnormal growths or cysts or like whatever the fuck. So that's what's happening right now.
What are you scared of?
That this is gonna like have some sort of effect for when I eventually want to get pregnant and have babies. And I think that's the number one thing, because I don't know. I obviously don't have the answers, and what sucks is like with this kind of stuff, I'm not gonna get an immediate answer. And I would hope that this is all just like something happened, the vaccine maybe kind of like messed up things, and it's gonna take a while,
Yeah.
And I think what sucks too is I to kind of get a hold of the bleeding, I have to take like this different birth control, and almost like at a rapid pace, where like 5 pills on one day, 4 on another day. But like, and I haven't told you this, which I need to tell you because I might go crazy, but like that kind of stuff like can literally make you go crazy, like trying to find your birth control and like all the emotional ups and downs, and I just don't want to do it. I'm just like annoyed. I'm really annoyed, and there's nothing I can do. And I know like if it has an effect on like something when it comes to like having kids, like so many women go through this, but like of course like the word, I don't know, I'm just like really scared because like that's out of my control. There's nothing I can do about that.
Has the doctor said anything to make you believe that this could affect, or is this just in your head? You're scared?
I think her and of course she's supposed to be concerned,
right?
I would assume, I think she was like, oh no, it's chill, you've been bleeding all the time, and like NBD girl, like of course she's not going to talk to me like that.
Can you imagine?
She's not going to talk to you like
I'm like getting my pap smear, and she's like, oh, you're all fucking good in here.
Right, she's not going to be like us, like, oh, this is normal.
Imagine,
no,
bro,
dude.
if your doctor ever says NBD, it's time for a new doctor.
I'm like, yeah, no,
right.
We're too friendly. We're too friendly. Gotta go.
No.
Too comfortable.
I think what freaked me out is like when I'm telling her, like her face, she was like, okay, like
yeah.
And of course she's not going to tell me everything, but I could just see her, like her reaction wasn't like, oh, this will be fine, but it wasn't like this is bad,
and
but
it
wasn't.
But I think that's what doctors have to do to you, though. I don't think they can really make you feel one way or another, but she never said anything like, if this continues, it could affect you having children or something like that. This is more just in your
yeah, but I also don't think she would say that to me. I don't think a doctor is going to say that to you in the beginning until we get all like the answers. But like I think the concern was like, she's like, we need to figure this out though. This is something we need to figure out. And then I asked her, because I wanted to get like the booster too, obviously, and she was like, I would wait on that. We need to get a hold of everything until I figure your body out.
Well, listen, you're talking to the world's biggest hypochondriac. Let me tell you, once every other month I go through something like this. And so
with STDs,
with anything, but mostly STDs. I always think I have an STD. I thought, honestly, this is no joke. Since the herpes episode, I probably thought I had herpes twice more. Anytime I have an ingrown hair, it's over. Like I'm over. I'm on teledoc. I have my taint up in the air with a goddamn camera. Like, look at this. I just try not to go there. And it's so easy to say when you're on this side. Trust me.
Yeah.
So easy to go there. And I know it's like the first thing that's on your mind when you wake up in the morning. You're just like, oh my God, what's going on? Yeah. But so when do you think you'll have answers of what actually is going on?
I'm hoping by next week, because she said I have to wait for the ultrasound. I have to get that. And then when she sees those results, then that will determine like our next appointment and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I'm hoping I'll have like more clarity next week.
Yeah.
But I have to start like the birth control, whatever. I have to start that today. So that'll be like the next 5 days. Just fucking prepare
thank you
yourself.
For that heads up for that, by the way. That can make people really, that can make
it fucks with you. It took me like 4 different times to get on the birth control that I'm on now.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. It's an annoying process.
Being a woman's so terrible.
It's hard.
Honestly, God, I have so much empathy for women when it comes to all this shit.
I was literally going to tell Tom too. I have to tell, and that's what I hate too. Like I have to tell everybody, like, hey, at least the people that I'm like in contact with, like just to let you know, I'm going to be off my fucking rocker.
It's just us, I mean, I think it's better for us to know than not know. If you walk in like, you're swinging from the goddamn ceiling, like
especially for like a work thing.
But I would say here's the thing: you don't know anything positive just as much as you don't know anything negative.
That's true.
So, I mean, you're obviously gonna spend time in the negative. That's what we do as humans. You know, we use our anxiety and let it get the best of us. But I think until you know more, try not to spend any more time than you have to, knowing that this could very well be something. It's very easily fixable.
Yeah.
And you'll be back to normal before you know it.
Mm.
I'm a little concerned about this birth control change.
Me too.
We may have an extra episode this week.
Me too.
Just goes off. But I love you.
Just cusses out listener live on air.
Bro, the radio shows me popping the next couple of days.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. That's what sucks. I don't want to do that.
Poor Garage. I think that
I know
the partners always get it the worst, you know?
I know. And like honestly, shout out to that fool, man. He has so much, he deals with it so much on a regular basis. And then like, you know, after finding out that news and like that kind of appointment, I go home and I'm like fucking falling apart.
Yeah, of course.
And he was just like, no matter what happens, I got you.
Yeah.
You know?
Because Garage is always at that level.
Yeah, always.
He's just always, it doesn't matter what it is. He could be at Disneyland or he could find out some terrible news and it's literally
he's just, like, don't worry, I'm here.
I'm here to ride this ride.
I'm here to ride this fucking ride.
I've got my Mickey Mouse ears on and that's what we're going to fucking do.
Yeah.
You know, I think honestly, can we just say this? I want to see if you agree with this comment. It's going to be a little inflammatory, but I want to see if you agree.
Sure, please give it to me.
I
would fucking love it.
I think guys deserve credit for putting up with women all the time.
All the time?
Do you agree?
No.
And I'm not saying it doesn't work the other way either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't work the other way.
I say you can say that comment 100% the other way around. I honestly think it's 50-50, 100% around because there's things that he has to put up with that are bullshit. And there's things that I have to put up with that are bullshit.
What do you think the most bullshit thing is you got to put up with?
You're just like, okay, let me see.
You can't even think of one.
No. I'm just trying to think
you
of
said
what's
it so
appropriate.
confidently without.
No, what's appropriate. I think because I think when it comes to like emotional intelligence. You know,
yeah,
and and especially if like you haven't been through some shit and like unless you've been through some relationship shit, you don't know how that can affect somebody, how to be like just aware of someone else and their living space, of cleaning up after yourself, of like I remember when we first moved here, we had to have a serious conversation, and I noticed because it was like he was living with his dad and he did a lot of stuff for his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we moved together, I was doing a lot of stuff for him, just of how like my natural, just how I've always been. Like I like a clean house. I go get my shit done, all this kind of stuff. But like we're in a relationship. So I'm not your mom. I'm your partner. And I think because of all these things I was doing, he just kind of like took the back seat and was just like, and I was,
do it
right,
handle it,
you know, and also like just not trying to help out. And I remember having like a mentee B, a fucking mental breakdown, because I'm like, why do I feel like I'm a single mother fucking working all this shit?
Did you say that to him?
Yeah. I was like, bro, I need, I cannot ask you to clean up after yourself. I cannot ask you to put the seat down. I cannot ask you to like do all this shit. I cannot fucking ask you to pick up your fucking clothes. Like I'm out here going to the grocery store. You never get shit. You never take the initiative. I am falling apart. And then I go to work and I come home and I got to take care of your ass and cook your ass dinner.
That's goals, by the way.
We can't.
That's what I'm looking for.
And that happened one time, and since then he's been fantastic.
I bet. Okay, just from that version of the story, I'm sure it was way worse in real life.
Right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
We'll keep us posted. Shout out to your uterus.
Wow. He did not just say that.
Thoughts and prayers go out to Jessica Uterus today. Oh,
annoying.
Yudi, you've been there through everything.
Yudi.
We're wishing you the best.
Oh, Yudi.
Come through when you feel
Imagine
better.
calling it Yudi.
Because
Now we giving Justice.
Yudi.
Now we giving it a
Yudi.
nickname. Okay.
This episode is now called Shout Out Yudi.
Yudi.
Oh,
No,
God.
we can't.
No.
Shout out
can't.
Yudi.
Please, no.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll come back and we will discuss, is this sus or is this her being nice?
Are we gonna get the actual message? Or
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. All right, here's the deal. I canoodled with a woman for a couple of months. It just wasn't it. There's nothing bad. But that's why, like, with some of these situations, when you're like, how can you still be friends with an ex? Because sometimes it's like just not bad, but it's just not worth going any further. It's just you're just kind of like, okay, we're just kind of friends, I guess. Like,
I couldn't do it, but
I would say I've got probably 3 or 4 in my life that I'm just like,
Ooh.
Yeah.
we don't talk all the time, but like,
yeah, I don't want to be friends with anyone that I've had sex with.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Why? I want to be friends with everybody I've had sex with. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Why?
Like they're always there.
Exactly.
They're always there if you need them.
Exactly.
So the friends with benefits is what you're really looking for.
Why
Okay,
not?
so then that's different than a relationship. Gotcha. Go
But
ahead.
I can go backwards. I don't have a problem going backwards.
Okay.
And I mean, a lot of these women I actually never ended up having sex with again. It was just kind of like, it was just whatever.
Like, yeah.
We did it and it just wasn't a thing and there's no point in moving forward or whatever. So I'm trying to see actually the last time I talked to her.
Before the exchange?
Before the exchange. Last time we talked was in April. It was a little April 14th.
Okay.
So
For what?
That's that.
This
For what?
happy year.
Just checking in?
I was in San Diego and I knew that she had a boyfriend. So like that's why I haven't really been talking to her as much. And I saw a place that we had gone a couple of times and I literally just said, I just drove past this place and made me think you just want to say hi. That's it.
Toxic.
She said, "You're here." I said, "Yeah, I'm just here for a second." Anyway, she said,
Bye.
Yeah.
She's like, get the
that was
fuck out
it.
of
It
here.
was just fine. Nothing weird. That's fine. To me, that's fine.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Savannah. Welcome to the show, by the way. Oh, and Darren
Hey.
says, this should make Friday Credit interesting, by the way. The answer will be story number 1, 2, and 3.
This will not be on Friday Credit at all, you guys.
Okay, so that was April, right? Hadn't said a word. And again, I try, if someone's in a relationship, I do try to like add the space. If you reach out to me, like that's fine. I'm here. You're not breaking any rules with me. Like I'm just a single dude out in this world, you know?
Yeah.
So tell me if this makes you uncomfortable or not. This woman just got back from like a super, and I'm gonna like, I'm gonna make it vague. Don't ask too many questions, because again, I don't want to make it too specific. But she just got back from like a super big trip. Super big trip with her boyfriend.
Okay.
And they've been together now, I don't know, maybe a year. I don't know.
This is like a 1-year anniversary trip or something?
I don't know. I honestly, I was just flipping through Insta stories. I don't really know exactly what the deal was.
Yeah,
I wasn't really paying close attention. But she literally just got back from this
trip.
super romantic trip with this dude, right?
Yeah.
So on Friday at 4:05, she sends me a text. She said, "Was thinking about you this morning. I hope you are well, and Keeks too." And like it hit me really weird, and I don't even know why. Maybe it's not a big deal, but it felt, because she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It made me feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys have sex?
Yeah.
Multiple times?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Was it a spark?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just not enough to like pursue it. Right?
Gotcha.
That's where it was.
But you also, obviously, because she had a boyfriend, it's not like you guys remained friends, though.
No, basically, when she got a boyfriend, we had to go to like to the side, and I get it, it's fine.
Yeah,
and
because that's what
totally,
needs to happen.
And she even told me that, because I texted her one time, and she was like, "I got to be honest with you, I'm dating somebody right now," and I was like, "Got it.
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah. I'll be out of here." But she basically set up this situation, which is
no, I know. That's why
we shouldn't
a red
really.
flag.
And
she was
even
the
said,
one.
she's like, "We can talk from time to time, but like, I just don't want to text all the time. And like, obviously, I'm dating somebody else. I need to focus on him." I said, "Okay, I got it."
Yeah.
Is that sus?
I think so.
Is it sus, or is it just nice? For example, Jess, you and Garage Boy get back from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because you guys have been together. Well, she's been together not as long.
But whatever. It doesn't matter. Obviously, things are serious if you guys are going to go on a big fucking trip together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big trip.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger than Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
That's
okay.
how big. We're not talking just like we went to,
Yeah.
drove up the street for a week.
You're traveling.
Big trip.
Okay.
Why is that sus? Versus maybe, because again, it's not like, "Hey, what's up, big dick?" It's like she's literally just like, "Hey."
But it's also like there's no reason. I think it'd be different where it's like, "Hey, so and so hit me up about this. Is everything good?" Or, "Oh my gosh, like you I know you have a connection for this. Anyway, you can put me in touch with this." Like, I think to me, especially when she set the tone telling you I can't be talking to you, we can keep in touch, blase, blase.
Yeah.
When it comes to like other things like that, like, hey, you have merch. How can I make merch? Like business things, you know?
Yeah. If some, or like, for example, I drove past a restaurant I went to a couple of times, gave me reason to think about.
I mean, no, you were still shitty for doing that too. You're
That
in
was
the wrong
shitty?
for that. Yeah, there was no
Why?
need. It's just kind of like, here, this is where we used to go when we were like fucking, and it made me think about you. Bye, TTYL. Talk to you later.
But at least I had a reason to reach out to her. It wasn't just like, oh, I was thinking about you this morning.
But also, did you know she had a boyfriend at that time too?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you're still shitty for that.
Okay.
So I think it's like interesting that.
That's not shitty.
No,
I
it
don't
is
think
How's
that's
it
shitty. I
It-
don't think it's shitty.
Explain
It
this
is
on.
shitty.
Like the whole like the picture that you said, like, hey, this is the like was like
It wasn't a picture. Just like, oh, hey, by the way, I just want to say hi. Here's the reason I'm reaching out. Here's the reason I'm reaching out.
Yeah.
Just, I
that's
hope
what
you're
you
doing well.
said.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
I was like, hey, here's why I'm reaching out to you. I'm you know, just wanted to say hi real quick. Hope you're doing well.
I'm in the area. This
Yeah.
made me think of you.
Yeah, there was an actual
Okay.
reason to reach out.
This is where we used to fucking go.
Okay,
We fucking,
okay.
you know, sipped on noodles and kissed and shit over here. Like, fuck you, dude.
Okay, so now knowing that you didn't send like a picture or something, okay, I kind of agree with just like it's a little shitty. I thought you was like, hey, I'm at this spot where we used to hang out.
So if it
Send
was a picture, it wouldn't be
No,
shitty.
it doesn't matter.
I
Like,
wouldn't
why would
think
you?
either.
Why would
I
you
wouldn't
do
think
that?
so.
Pick or it didn't happen.
No,
Okay.
basically I agree with that though.
YouTube though is disagreeing with both of you.
No, I say it's 50-50. I don't think what she sent is
No.
not shitty. I don't think it's shitty.
Here's Darren. Darren said, I think you're reading too much into it, Kramer. Who knows? Maybe she just had some kind of random dream and you were in it or something. And she
Right.
just decided to say hi and check in. Savannah said, I have a guy I used to talk to and we didn't work out. I've been with my boyfriend for now than a year. And sometimes we check in with each other. Nothing sus.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Y'all, all y'all,
Bro, do you think Garage Boy texts exes?
all y'all are
just
cut from
check
the-
in?
No, he doesn't. No. And I think that's, I mean, and these are all things that we talked about in the beginning of our relationship because I was like rapid fire. I was like, I ain't got no time. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Would you like to participate, sir? Okay, cool. Come on, or get off the ride, you
Yeah.
know? And I was like, what's your situation with exes? Because I don't play that. I don't think there's ever a reason. And I know a lot of people are capable of being friends and all that kind of shit. Like, live your fucking life. But I don't think there should ever be a reason for you to be still connected to that person. I just don't. I think it's unnecessary and has the potential to bring unnecessary drama. And he was like, no. He was like, why would I be in contact with people who aren't in my life anymore?
So it's so funny. Here's my viewpoint on it. It didn't phase me, and it doesn't like even bother me. Like it doesn't really make me feel any kind of certain way that she is reaching out to me. But here's how I had to think about it. If my partner
Yeah.
that I just got back
Wants to text the guy she used to fuck after we just had a super romantic trip,
that would fuck me up.
that would annoy me.
That would fuck me up. So like, do I think it's weird that do I think she's trying to like get back together? I mean, I don't know. What
No.
do you think? What do you think your reason? Why would you send a text like that?
But I also don't know, like, if she's sketchy. Like, I mean, like how you know, and everyone on YouTube right now has the
Wow.
ability to be friends
Bro,
with their
what's up?
exes.
What's up, Savannah?
So I mean, to you guys, that's fine. To you guys, that's innocent. You know, innocently checking in. So is she that kind of person to where she just randomly thought of you for whatever reason and wants to make sure you're good? Like, I don't know.
Mark on a YouTube show says, I wouldn't be cool as the current boyfriend if she quote unquote checked in with you. It's not cool at all. And I agree. Like, I would not be okay with that.
Right. But also, like, did y'all maybe it was like a memory, like how on Instagram and Snapchat they has like photo memories of something that happened like years ago.
But even still, like, tell me that then, right? Doesn't she
that,
need to
I
give
feel like
me-
she need to explain the whole message of that one little snippet. No, you need to say everything.
What was
Would
the
that-
reason?
would that have
Exactly.
been less
I need a
sus?
reason why you texted me. If it was a reason like, hey, this picture popped up years ago on this day, I thought of you, sent the message, hope you and Kiki doing fine.
I don't
That's
even want
fine.
the picture. It's called memories for a reason. Keep it in the fucking past. I don't want you to hit me with none of that. I don't want. My friend pissed me off the other day. She fucking tagged me in this picture of us like back in the day. She's like, us in our whole college days. I was like, bitch, I don't want to fucking see that.
Whole college phase?
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to see this.
I do.
No,
I do. I want to see it.
Me, I was like, I don't want to fucking see this. I can't have you fucking pulling this up on my feed and having all these people ask me these questions. I don't need to see that. I don't like that time in my life. I don't want to fucking see it.
It's funny. Most people, like, again, like Savannah goes back to, it just depends on the relationship dynamic.
Yes.
Exactly. And you know,
Yes.
and here's my thing about this girl is she obviously this is why I think it's shady more than anything. Savannah, I don't even know you, but I personally believe that you have the ability, like, to me, I'm not like, you guys are friends and super chill. This woman obviously has spent time with Kramer and knows him personally and knows that if you were going to send this kind of message to this man, he obviously is going to look fucking into it.
Well,
that's my thing. Exactly.
Of course.
So that's why it's like, why would she do that knowing that you're single and you live for this shit? And of course you're going to be picking this apart. Like, to me, that is strategic. And that's why I think it's shady.
Here's what I did. Because what did I want to do? In true Kramer fashion, I want to
screenshot it and post it on my story.
I wanted to be
talk about Certified Mama's Boy.
Oh, so do you miss me? Like, I kind of want. You thinking about what you thinking about?
Yeah,
but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Because that's how you are.
I'm grown, baby. It's called growth.
That's why I think it's interesting.
Okay, but hang on. We agreed, and it's true. We've been completely platonic, barely talked. You know, so like. You got to think about it that way too. If we agree just to be friends, and a friend just texts me to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Just thinking about you.
Exactly.
Not weird.
That's not weird.
Not weird, right?
No. That's what I said. Like, I don't know why you just say hope.
Just because we slept together, Jess is like throwing her under the bus.
Yeah.
That's forever makes me off limits. So basically, just check in.
If you're in a relationship, I don't see why you are checking in with people that have seen you naked. For why? What is the reason? What's the reason?
Like, we're just friends.
Fine, you guys can go fucking frolic in your little friendship over there. I don't want no part of that.
He's calling us toxic.
This toxic.
You really don't think Garage Talks has any interaction with anybody he's ever slept with, even on social media?
No, he does not. He doesn't.
100%.
100%. I'll fucking tattoo that on my arm right now. That's how sure I am. Because there's no wiggle room with me.
How would you know the difference, though?
Because you
made it clear, so you just have to trust him that he's being honest with you.
I made it clear, and also we've had talks about this because I asked. I mean, I know we're like getting out of here, but I asked him. I was
we got time.
Remember?
Go ahead.
I was like, remember when we never talked about this, but sometimes I bring up like crazy shit just because I want to get into some crazy deep conversation. And I asked him like, why don't you ever talk about your ex-girlfriend? Because sometimes I talk about my relationship, but that's in like, hey, I'm fucked up because of XYZ. Just so you know, because this is what you're dealing with. Yeah. So you need the information, right? Yeah. And I've asked him like, why don't you ever like talk about that, or like, why don't you ever, I've never seen a picture of her. Like, why don't you ever do this? And he's like, why would I do that? Like, I don't want any part of that. That doesn't interest me. And knowing Garage, like, I believe him because he's like, why would I do that? Like,
or is he hiding it? All drama.
No, he has no interest because he's just fucking living his life.
Do you talk to people you slept with? Or do they talk to you once they're in relationships?
No, Hassan and Kramer are two peas in a pod.
In this situation, kind of. No, it was funny because I was talking.
What happened the other fucking day, bitch?
I was talking to Jess about it, and it popped up on Facebook, people's birthday, and the person I lost my virginity with, the first guy I ever had sex with, his birthday popped up, and I was gonna say, "Hey, happy birthday!" Da da da. Jess was like, "No, he's married, he has kids and everything." You're not thinking about me.
No, because Hassan was like, should I tell him happy birthday? And then
that was it. I was still gonna say happy birthday.
Why?
Just because it's his
birthday. And I said, why do you need to be talking to him? Why would you enter into his space?
I think
it's just fine. Happy birthday.
It's happy birthday.
Exactly.
No, you know what kind of happy birthday it is, Hassan.
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
All right, I want to go home.
Yeah, I gotta go home.
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all so much. Love you. YouTube is it was kind of quiet on YouTube today. Darren went with Darren's comment. I could see it being shady if she sent some flirty emoji. Okay, there's no emojis, literally no emojis in it, and some double entendre, but in the message. But all she said was she hoped that you and Kiki were doing well. I think everybody except for Jess thinks it's fine.
Okay.
So we'll leave it at that. Jess, where do we find you in all your crazy endings? Actually, you may not want to find her the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of weeks just to like chill out. But
only if you want to send me like cute little videos of kittens and stuff. That'd be nice. Just do it. JESSDUITT in my podcast, Low Key.
We call him Stan Willie. This is Hassan, our producer. Where do we find you, sir?
You can find me at Stan Willie 2.
And I'm that guy Kramer. That's it. That's all we got for y'all today. This podcast is Certified Mama's Boy.
Don't
Savannah,
reach
we
out
love
to
you
him.
too. No, reach out to me.
Don't reach out to him if you're in a relationship.
If you're ready for a toxic ride.
Actually, he welcomes that. If you're at the end of your relationship, he likes to slide in there. So go ahead and hit his ass up.
Yeah.
Content.
If you got weeks left in your relationship, you know what I'm talking about.
His
the countdown's on.
His DMs are open for you.
Slide right on in. All right. Love y'all. See you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.